Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 14 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to create the site, and then I showed you how to create this one as well. Now we're gonna continue working on this. So what I want to do is to add lights and also to fix the one at the back. So here we're going to add balcony for both of this, and then of course we're gonna make this, add some mullions on this side. So now what I'm gonna do is go to second floor, and then here we're going to add a floor. So I'm gonna click on floor, edit type, duplicate, floor 16. This will be 200 thickness, and I'm going to put gypsum wallboard. And then here I'm gonna use rectangle first, and I'm going to put it at around 1500, and then I'm gonna curve it at the top level. Okay, so now we can delete this and then click on finish. So now we have something that looks like this. Let's go back to second floor, and we could put in the railing. I'm going to use glass panel bottom fill, and we're going to add it on this side. I'm going to fix this. I'm going to make sure that this is all the way to the end, and then here as well. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go above here so that it's easier for us to see those locations. And then now we're going to do this, and then we're gonna trim and extend so that we don't have gap. And then let's fix this part. I'm going to go above here, then I'm going to make sure we go only here, and then trim and extend, TR, and then trim and extend here. Also on this side, and then this side, and then click finish. So now this is looking like this. What I'm planning to do is to add maybe an awning at the top so that we could add in some lights at the top as well. So I'm gonna go to second floor. Maybe we could copy. So let's go to north elevation, and then I just want to copy the same thing. There we go, at the top there. CO. There we go. So now we have the same look as what we have right here. And then we're going to fix, of course, the opening here. So we need to go to north elevation. This one needs to go all the way down here as well. And then here, what I want to do is to copy the same height as what we have here. So I'm gonna do align, and then I'm gonna set that one there so that it maintains the same height of everything here. And then I'm gonna make this one bigger. And then all the way. Okay. And then now I'm gonna set where I'm gonna put in the door. So here, because we're gonna put in door, so 700, I'm gonna put the door first at 700. For this one, I need to do it manually because it's not jumping to 700. And then we're going to add a curtain grid again onto this top. Only one segment on this part right here. 500. There we go. And then curtain grid again, and then I'm just going to divide that. And then for this one, I'm just gonna leave the other one by itself. And then it's good to add in the mullion now. So all grids, same as what we have on the other sides. And then we need to double check all grids as well here. There we go. We have mullions here already. But actually, if you think about it, here we don't have any mullions in between. So I think the separation is good enough. But although we have a door here, so I'm just gonna leave the ones that would have door. And then I deleted the one below there, and then we need to select the door itself. We haven't inserted a door yet, so let's go to insert, load family, and go to doors. And then we need this one, curtain wall single glass. And then here we need to select just the panel, so click on tab multiple times until you can select only the panel, and then go drop down and then choose the door. Drop down, choose the door, click on tab multiple times, and then there we have it. You need to go to the floor plan in order for you to flip the door where you want to. I'm going to flip it. I want it to go out, something like that. So we have this one right here. I'm happy with the way this one look. So the only thing that we need to do now is I'll double check here first. I don't want the offset, so make sure to make that 0 so that everything is flush right now, similar to that. And then we could go on and add some lights, and then go to the second link, part 1 description, second link. There will be all extra families. What you can do is to download the face-based, and I'm just looking. Of course, we have, I can see if this one is the square base or the circular base. So what I'm gonna do is I download both of them, and once you download, go to the downloads, and here I'm gonna use the circle, and then I'm going to attach the circle base onto there here. So drag and drop. If it's not appearing, CM, this one, some reason it's not showing, so I'm going to place component, pot, here we go. So now just select those, add it first to the location that you want to. So I'm just adding it for now. Here I'm gonna add it on this space, and then we're gonna add different lights here, and then we're gonna create it on its own. So for here, what I'm gonna do is go to my first floor. It's not showing, so go to the ceiling plan, first floor, and then there you go, it's showing. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to just line it up right here, CO, make sure multiple is checked, and then every 1000. Of course, you can copy this, and you can even do an array. So you have multiple ways of adding all these lights, but I'm just doing it so that it's faster, doing it like this so that it's faster. So here I'm gonna put it on the same part or place, and then I'm gonna type in 1000 again, every 1000. And then lastly here, and then I'm going to select them all, and then just nudge it in place. So I'm just winging it. Of course, you can be very direct, and you can measure them so that it's all centered, but it's up to you to do. For me, I'm just happy I could see it all already and then move it in place. So the lights there are done, and then we're going to add some lights around here. So I'm gonna do first is I'm going to create the lights right here, and even I'm planning to add in the house number and then the street name here. So what I'm gonna do is to click on model text, set it, pick a plane, and then I'm gonna select this plane right here, click on model text again, and then add it there. And then let's duplicate this first. This is the original, so we're gonna put in house number. So here I'm going to change the height, probably 250 is good enough. Yes, good enough for that. Go to model text. I want it to be 27 Blue Jays Way. Okay, and then change this to a metal material. And then here, I'm just going to put it at 25 for the depth. I'm going to go to south elevation so that I could kind of center it. So I'm just using my arrow keys in my keyboard to nudge it in place. I think that's good enough. I'm happy with the result. So Blue Jays Way, and then we could go to south elevation again, and then I could model in place this a light here in front. So generic model, press OK, create an extrusion, pick a plane. I'm gonna select this plane right here, and then here let's do a metal material as well. And then it's gonna be a simple, just a simple light. I'm gonna put it at 30. Check it out, see how it looks. So it's simple enough. And then I'm going to do is another extrusion. Pick a plane, select this plane, and then here different look. I'm gonna mirror this and then trim it, and then delete the other side. And then this one we could put it at 25, and then the material is luminance, and then click finish. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this in the other side, so that we have two of them, and then click finish. So just a simple light that we're gonna lit on Twinmotion. And then here I want lights around here, so I'm just gonna put it here at the top and then here at the bottom right here. So what I'm gonna do is create a model in place again. It's going to be generic model, and then we're gonna create a sweep, pick a path, and I'm going to select right about here, delete this part right here, want to make sure that we're selecting delete this part. I want to double check that I'm selecting the one right here. It will give us an error if, for example, it's a different location that we click. and then click finish. So it will show us the location that is not linked together. So it's saying there's more than one loop. So that's the problem with that. Continue, and then I can see this one is an error. You just need to be meticulous now. For some reason, this one is not showing properly. There we go. For some reason that would fix it. And then I'm just going to create a profile. I'm gonna put it at 5 and then 5. Small enough. And then material is luminance. And then click finish, and then finish. I want to see it, how it looks, if we need to change it a bit, if we need to make it bigger. So for some reason everything is good. So if we need it to be bigger, we're gonna make it bigger later on. But let's work on the one below. I'm gonna edit this one. Sweep, big path. We're gonna click here, there. Trim here. Just checking each and every connection, and then using trim command in order to see. There we go. And then we're gonna do the same thing. Click finish, finish, and then finish. So we have that one as well. So what I did is I do it one by one and then check one by one. I keep on adding one at another and then checking to see if there's some problems, and then keep going until I finish it. I think that's the best way of doing this, especially in the curve situation. So anyway, thank you for watching and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.